National Geographic Society has listed this park as an important site for Native American heritage. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this, especially if you live here in Arizona and around the Mesa area. Most people have no idea about this place. Stay tuned. There are three canals that you can see here. There's the one that's right behind me, and then there are two more to the left of me. But when you drive in, you can only come into this park on one way. You drive into the park, and on your right you will see a pavilion, and then you will see a playground, and you'll see a bridge that goes over to the playground. When you enter that bridge, there is a sign right there. It's the only sign in the park that's going to tell you what this place is about. I'm going to launch up the drone so you can actually see an aerial shot of this place. So the canal that you're looking at right here was dug out by the Mormon pioneers back in 1878. And if you look at this canal, it's huge. It's wider than the other two prehistoric Hohokam canals just on the other side of this area here. What they did is they tied in to the prehistoric Hohokam canals so they could bring water to this area. Okay, so when you enter the park, you enter this pathway here. You'll see a sign over here that says the City of Mesa's special notice. It says Park of the Canals has special historical and archaeological significance. Please respect this unique site by following the rules and regulations, including restrictions of bicycles on unpaved areas. Look, we got to preserve places like the Park of the Canals. We have to respect the rules that they have put in place. This park is open. Anybody can come into it from sunup till 10 o'clock in the evening. If we would just obey the rules, that we would take our bikes and we would put them at the approved racks, that we wouldn't take our bikes, ride them into the park, off the path, get onto these canals and start jumping over these canals. Or coming in late at night with our friends and taking a couple of bottles and cans and coming in here and having a good time and leaving everything just scattered where there's glass and cans everywhere on this prehistoric area that Mesa has provided for us. Have to take responsibility, or they will close this park off, they will put a gate on it, they will put a metal fence around it, and they'll charge you $5 to get in. We got to be more responsible when we come to places like this. All right, so let's get on this trail and let's go check out these three historical canals. And you can definitely tell the difference between these two prehistoric canals over here, Mormon pioneers dug out in 1878, because that one is much, much wider than these two prehistoric canals I'm about to show you. So let's go check them out. Before we look at this prehistoric canal, I normally do not do this. I've been told to do it hundreds of times, but I normally don't do it, but I'm going to do it right here, right in the middle of this video. I'm going to say, if you like this video, if you like the other videos I put out there, please leave a comment below, good or bad. Tell me what you think about the videos. And hit that like button, and if you really are enjoying them, please subscribe. Now, why are we here? Right behind me here is one of the ancient Hohokam canals that are back here. Now the Hohokam disappeared in 1450 AD. That's right, in 1450 AD, the Hohokam people mysteriously just disappeared. Now you can go back and look at some of my other videos on the Hohokam, and I talk to people and they give, you know, they give their thoughts of why the Hohokam people left. There are a lot of opinions out there. You can go through them. There are a lot of books to read about it, a lot of articles to scan through, and you can come to your own conclusion, because for right now I don't think that at this point we don't have anything really concrete on why the Hohokam left around 1450 AD. But we do have what they left behind, especially here in the greater Phoenix area, down here in the valley. We have a lot of awesome places, and this is one of them. Again, here in Mesa, the Park of the Canals, right behind me, and it's going to connect to that Mormon canal that was done in 1878. So when the Mormon pioneers came, that canal was there. They just made it wider. They dug it out so that this canal here, as it goes straight this way, it turns left, and as it turns left, it joins that canal that they dug out and made wider so that the water would go through and they would have water for the community. Dry out here. It is dry. This area is dry. The trees look dead. They're not dead, they just look dead. It is very dry. There's no water flowing through any of these canals right now. So the people before the Hohokam and then the Hohokam that built these things helped the Mormon pioneers, and it helped today's society bring water to this dry desert land that's now a thriving metropolis here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's getting warm, and there's one person here with me in this beautiful place. There's one person. We're gonna go up around this bend here of this compass course. I'm gonna show you the third and final prehistoric canal. Then we're gonna get in the car and head back home. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm walking, and I'm like, the camera's back here, Dean. So just right behind me is the last canal that I want to show you today. It's the third canal. So the first canal by the Mormon, it was redug out by the Mormon pioneers in 1878. That canal was originally dug out by the Hohokam Indians, but it was expanded by the Mormon pioneers. If you go, this one's kind of hard to see unless you come right into the park and read the sign, and you're gonna miss that sign if you're not going to the playground. It'll tell you that there are three canals. The one and two, for the first two we saw. The third one is beyond the park, and it's right here, right behind me. Once you walk through that park area, you look straight ahead, that canal goes through here and up into the road. I don't know if this one goes any farther. It looks like this one came through and fed right into the second canal. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed this. I made this because so many people don't know about the history of the Hohokam Indians. This park in Mesa, Arizona, the Park of the Canals. You need to come and check it out. Bring your kids, bring your family, bring people who are coming in from out of town. There are a bunch of other Hohokam sites in the valley. You have to pay to get into them. This one is free. If we can just preserve it and keep it up and not ruin it, this one will remain free. And I thank the city of Mesa, Arizona for preserving this prehistoric site of the Hohokam. Until the next time on the Arizona Timeless Tours, stay safe, go out and discover, and take care of yourself.